Get that. Get the recording going. Okay, we are getting started. First thing I need to do is make the actual character. This should be audio. Dang it, I should have thought of a name.
Only to smite it asunder with one sinful blow. And is that not the greatest folly of all? To lose faith when it's all you have left? You were once the chosen of God, a Templar. You are now the chosen of Rayclast, an Exile.
Yep. Shall be Grog. For really no reason. But we are going to get started. My voice also still might be a little bit gunky. To be honest, probably wouldn't be that unusual, honestly. But yeah, we are just going to get right into it, and we are going to have some fun. That is my idea, at the very least. I am luckily mostly over my cough. It has really slowed down the last few days, which has made me quite happy. Just because the cough was quite annoying and wasn't seeming to go away. Namely, it isn't getting less severe. Like, when I do cough, it's still, like, hacking up a lung. But I've been doing it less and less, I realized. Especially today. I've done it, like, maybe 3 times. So it's like, it's not too bad. Keep getting stunned. Okay. I feel like I have this really quiet. For some reason. And I do not know why.
It would seem my god has not for my company just yet.
Open up my thing. I made a planner because it's gonna be awesome, 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 awesome. But yeah, so we're gonna have some good fun with this for today, tomorrow, the next day, probably even after that. I am probably gonna spend way too much time on it, on this. However, yes, lightning tendrils. I want to mess around with lightning tendrils until I get Stormburst. I don't actually know when we get Stormburst. When did I get Stormburst? I think it's Act 3 or 4, but let me actually just check. Oh, actually, it's really early on. It is pretty much near the end of Act 1, so that's actually really nice. I'm going to need to mess around with lightning tendrils for a little bit. Oh. Yeah, instead of coughs today, it probably will end up just being a lot of burps, I'll be honest. Dump. We shall get to the dumping. And then we continue further on to our adventure.
My nightmares, they were prophecy.
Excuse me. I was also tempted to do lightning tendrils because I haven't done it before. And I really like the new visual effect for it. It's really dang cool. But I haven't even really thought about doing Stormburst before, so I was like, you know what? I'm going to mess around with Stormburst. Because that is something I have completely just never really thought about at all. And like, I don't think I even really thought about it during my totem spell testing. Oop, oop. Granted, I still did do something about it. I just didn't do much. I was like, eh. And there could easily be like a million different reasons why. And potentially it just got overshadowed by Divine Ire. Because Divine Ire looked really dang cool, I'll be honest. Have a bunch of totems and, okay, run. Just having like a bunch of totems go like tickle, 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 and then do a bunch of damage is like, whoa. Especially you plop down 4 totems in like quick succession, and then yeah, I knew I ran a risk by stopping to try and kill some more enemies. I should have just went to the waypoint. Yep, an hour in and someone has already made it to Oriath Square. No surprise there. But yeah, so we're just gonna have some fun. Part of the reason as well why I wanted to do a Stormburst or channeling spell in general was because they added a new support gem where you don't do it, me, don't do it. I almost did the same thing. It's like, ooh, bunch of enemies, let me try and kill them. Do brain shut down again. But there's a new support gem that makes it so your channeling spells do more damage but cost more as you cast them. And so it's the case of like the longer you're casting it, the more powerful it becomes, but the more it ends up also costing. Oh, that's not bad. Oh no, that's actually not too bad. Once I get the storm burst, but I think until then I'll just go elemental damage, since it'll still be a while before I get the minion passive. And I might end up doing something completely different as well, going like, oh yeah, this doesn't actually work as I want it to. Let's try and do this instead. Hey, no freezing, man. Kind of funny just how difficult he can actually be, despite being like the second boss or mini boss to try and deal with. It's just one of those cases of like maybe a little bit too powerful for the early on, but otherwise not too big of an issue. It's also funny, it's like one of the few bosses that has like hit or like movement prediction, I want to say. That could also be one of those tall tales, but it's still just kind of funny where it's just like, he can predict where you're going. Not even the Elder can do that. I wonder if we'll actually get to the Elder this time around. Last few legs, I could have, but I ended up going, and stopped playing. So it's one of those cases of like, do I change things up? Or not change things up, but like, do I try and push for the things or whatever? Also, fun thing, I also was thinking about potentially, instead of just full Stormburst, I'm debating on if I want to set it up so that I also do cast on channeling, or cast while channeling and do like I've already forgotten the name. Lightning warp. So that way I'm just zipping around the map wherever the orbs will take me. Just like completely pointless to do it, honestly. But it's that like silliness that's like tempting. Oops. It's like, after all, why shouldn't I? I mean, I would lose a ton of damage. But damage is no matter when fun is involved. When silly gaha's and gahoofs roam the streets. It's a time for laughs for all. I am still quite chaotic. Because who would I be if I wasn't chaotic? Probably a very normal person. That'd be really dang boring, I'll be honest. But it still would probably be me. Actually, you know what? If I wasn't chaotic, I'd be productive. And I'd have like a bunch of stories out, tons of high quality art, little amount of gameplay to be seen. If I was normal, I'd do stuff. Actually, though, potentially on the flip side of that, potentially it's a case of if I was normal, I'd end up doing nothing. Because I will definitely say I have a few friends who, like, they do some things, but like outside of work, they just mostly relax and do like nothing. Which is fair. Like, that is very valid. I'm not giving them a bad time. Well, no, I am giving them a bad time. But I'm not saying it's wrong. But the point I'm trying to make is that, like, you know, that is a very normal thing to do, of just, you know, enjoy your life, relax, all that kind of stuff, outside of, you know, dealing with work. So I'm just thinking of the case of, like, okay, maybe, you know, I wouldn't end up being productive if I was normal, because maybe I'd just end up actually relaxing for once. Like, I mean, I definitely am relaxing while playing games. That just is kind of how it is. But at the same time, you know, I'm relaxing, but I'm constantly playing something. So it's a case where most people probably just relax, do nothing. And at most they play like one game, and I play like a million different games. But honestly, that's the hardest part about me trying to stream.
And the choice is yours. Take my gear, recruit me, or send me packing.
Is the fact that, like, I'm usually trying to play a bunch of different games, and if I do, yeah, I can't do that while streaming. So if I want to stream, I have to focus in one game, which is getting easier, I'll be honest. Okay, let's hope I can actually do this. Oh, cool. This, yeah. One of my cats is like, I want out. Come on. Not very fair. Okay. That bleed was not so fun. Okay. I need to let the cat out. The cat picked the wrong time to want to be let out. It's like I'm in the middle of this thing. Ooh. Oh, that's cool. You can just go like, hello, back to me. Oh, it's basically conviction, or yeah. But, oh, that is wonderful. So you can't loot them if you aren't planning to loot them. That is wonderful. But yeah, puncture and a ballista, that'll be annoying. Or not annoying, but that'll be useful. I'm glad it wasn't used against me. What level did that? Okay. But yeah, now we got a mercenary. I'm very happy about this. Oh, level 4 as well. No, that's my level, so not too bad. Not too bad, I dare say. Okay, I'm gonna pop back to town to turn in those things. I've got a posh accent. I don't actually know what kind of accent this is. I don't know, it's me making up stuff as usual. Okay, infused channeling. And get another skill gem from this dude. Hey, I'm gemming here. Ooh, actually, okay. No, just when I hit. Because I was gonna say, if it's whenever someone hits, that'd be very nice slapping that on. You know, being able to be triggered by the merc, but nope. Yeah, we'll just slap that there. Cross blink. We need more gear. That's one blue. It's just 5. Yeah, let's grab this. And let's grab this. We'll get to use that later. But that should at least help with some of the stuff. Okay, and then once I hit level 5, I can at least do hope I meant to do that. No, I want this. Yeah, let's just do that. Yeah, I don't really need like, but I might as well level it. So we'll level it. But yeah, once I hit that next level, I can put the helmet on and then get infused channeling for my lightning tendrils. This will be great. The mercenaries are wonderful. I am so happy with this already. Okay, man, that 5th. Plop that there, plop that there, plop that there. Now, I do wish they would actually use their shotgun ballista. Kind of odd that they haven't. Also, I do love the mercenaries are marked on the map.
Turn around. I won't ask twice.
Ooh, a frost hand. I do not know what that means, but I like the idea. Okay. Make sure I don't end up running into any more enemies when trying to deal with the fight. That would be decently unfortunate. No, we have the entrance for the big crab, so I might as well go for that.
Make your choice.
Ooh, a spell person. I kind of like this idea. A little bit more, I want to say. Actually, I will say, might actually be seriously worse, but I don't know. I'm gonna try and fight them. Replace your current body member. Okay, yeah, I see what. I wanted to replace once I hear. Good. Yes.
Try me, fool. Last thing you'll ever see.
Ooh, they use the bullet. Oh, God.
So now I get to join you. Wonderful.
That is awesome. I am the shrapnel. Okay, so the shrapnel totem was used against unique or maybe just rare and unique enemies. This button. Cool, they just have a wolf head. That's kind of cool then. And they don't have much in the way of support gems, so I might end up going back to the ranger. But we'll test out this one. Who knows? I have a feeling I'll be going back to the Ranger. Because they just aren't doing much compared to the Ranger. Which is fair. I don't expect all of them to be super good out the gate. Okay, how much gold do I have? It's like, I'm gonna have to make sure I don't end up spending too much gold, though. I do love the ability to call them to you, just so that they're not around the corner kind of thing. But yeah, the Frost Spellcaster I don't think will be very good. Yeah, let's do some more mental damage.
Time waits for no one.
Ooh, but the Rolling Magma, on the other hand, well, that's cool as well. Do you think the Rolling Magma and Fireballs will be better? Well, actually, that honestly seems like it should be a good combo. And there goes gold.
So be it.
Yeah, definitely the Archer was better than this Frost person, so
So now I get to
I will be,
Wonderful.
oh yeah, they use all their abilities. Nice. Oh, yeah. Okay, the Flame one seems to be good. Ice Wizard, not so good. Flame Wizard, good. You know, it's the simple thing. You always just go with Fireball. When in doubt, Fireball. I didn't ask how big the room was. I cast Fireball. Ooh, man, Fireball. Fireball is going to be nice. Not really for... yeah, not really for me, but for itself, at the very least. Okay, I think I'll end up staying with this one for a little bit, at the very least, because you're doing a lot of damage. They are doing a lot of damage. Also forgot I had Frostblade, I'll be honest. No, 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 no. Oh yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, like heal up the minion a little bit. Send him over here. Okay. Let's do it a little bit more. Oh no. Yeah, big enemy definitely feels like he's hitting a little harder. No! Minion. The minionoid. Okay, so it might be a little crunchy against... Well, to be fair, I've been also fairly crunchy against this dude. I usually don't fight him at level, I'll be honest. Oh. Interesting. I have to spend gold to revive them. Which makes sense, that's how Diablo 2 did it. Yeah. I mean, otherwise, they were pretty good, so...
Against the tide.
I have my little band of whippersnappers.
Move it along.
You are going to get dismissed, though. Because I need to...
Thought that would never end.
Need to make space for the next one.
Managed to kill it. Farewell.
Okay, get the skill point. With that. Do some more damage. And we're also going to get some more life. Yeah, that is the plan. That is the plan. Bam bum ba doo bum. Oh. No? Why, mercenary, please come with me. I don't believe I am. Because they haven't retreated from...
Get it over with.
Not sure why he's not joining me. Weird, because they haven't retreated from it, unless it still counts it as like one area, but actually, no, it should be theoretically different areas. Weird. Strange. Strange even. And also unfortunate. I was hoping to have them help me kill a bunch of these things. And unfortunate, I guess, really. And just have to find my way through here like a normal person. How unfortunate. Worst part about frost damage is just getting frozen over and over again at low levels. At high levels, you already have a ton of frost resistance, so you're like, ah, whatever. But at low levels, it is very much the case of you have no frost resistance, and as such, you are taking the full brunt of the damage, and as such, you are being frozen. To the ledge. Bump, bump, bump. Okay, now he's back. They are back. Back again. And let's try and get him killed again by doing an essence. I swear, if I end up getting him killed, I will laugh. Because it's like, okay, you're back, and I destroyed you. Okay, this should be fine then. Perfect. Barely an inconvenience. So he is a little... I will definitely say, these ones are definitely crunchy. I can't wait till I get ones with auras, though. That will be fun. Also, keep forgetting I have more movement abilities. I'm so used to Path of Exile 2 because I was playing that for the longest time that I just kind of forgot. Ah, yes, I can move. I can move in more ways than just slowly walking at the enemy. But yeah, Fire Dude's seeming to do fairly well. Downside is his Fire Aegis only protects from fire, so he's still weak to pretty much everything else, because pretty much everything else is the damage type. And by everything else, I mean physical. And pretty much just physical. Okay, good amount more health. Whee. Spinny zaps of doom. I didn't actually mean to summon him where I was. Alright, totem.
I must have time to gather my will.
It's like you know, some of the things we can run past, our minions are not so good at doing so. So that is definitely another thing I'm going to notice is the curses of well, minions, but in paid form. It's like they're always in the wrong places and taking lots of damage. But as long as they survive, they shall do just fine. Like, now that I'm thinking about it, like, maybe I should have done more of a tanky aura build to really, like, make sure my, you know, my minion survives. Okay, I've got the lid.
Break beneath me.
Oh, it's like, who said? Oh, right, my mercenary. I was so confused for a second. Okay, do I risk it with the timeless, or do I not? I am going to say yes, because why not? I got some extra firepower to try and clear out some more of the stuff. I do want to pop that every so often to make sure I heal. Make sure he's all healed and all that. Okay, that's probably a good enough distance that way. And get the... Ooh.
Huh. I like you better this way.
Wasn't realizing I was blinking into a group of very explosive goatmen. I should have, but for some reason that didn't cross my mind. And I also went up, and so we shall do this. We're going for this. The nice thing, he gets to just kind of destroy things while I'm looking for the important things. This is by far easily the best one I've done in terms of getting the loot stuff.
Let fury take you.
The nice thing is, as long as he sticks with me, once I get the Inquisitor stuff, I get a B, just as long as I'm standing still, I get a B Holy Grant. Chromatic Orb. So, at the very least, I'll be able to heal my minion. Ooh, cool. Ring. Anything else useful? I mean, potentially, yes, but... not necessarily. Ooh, rustic sash. Spike bundle. And nice, actually. I've managed to fill myself up from that. That actually is 100% the best one I've done of this, like, you know, by the time I hit here. So I'm quite happy with that. Okay, I'll wanna, yeah, grab that. Somehow, no boots. Sorry about that. Ooh, some life regen. I love to see it. Ooh, cast speed. That's not too bad. Anything else I dare ask? Yeah, not really. I mean, I might as well not be dual wielding anymore. That's not too bad, honestly. Okay, I got some block chance. Probably needed a lot more block chance earlier on, but we have it now. Oh, also, in case you ever wonder about like my item filter or such, I made it myself. So if you have any issues with it, you can blame me. I'm the one you can blame. You don't need to try and blame anyone else. I'm the one who made a potentially terrible item filter. But for real, I did make it. Have some fun. I've had some fun over the time.
Might do without me.
Oh, dang it. This dude was just too crunchy. Okay, let's hope I can do this. Okay, we got another archer. This one's just better. This one's just a better archer, which is kind of nice. I believe? Yeah. It'll be a little difficult, but I think I can do it.
Target in sight. Last thing you'll ever see.
Heck yeah. Okay, that was way easier this time than the first one.
I'll cover you.
Hey! I just got you. You don't get to be counted as dead. Dang it. Actually, a little miffed about that, I must say. Kind of figured it would be a free, you're alive because you're a new one. Oh well. Let's just get to the prison then. To the prison. Let's all get down to the prison. Whoops, didn't actually mean to.
In this cage, evil claws at the bar.
Yeah, didn't actually mean to do that. I meant just to check the inventory, not to actually res them. Oh well. You make some mistakes, you leave some other mistakes.
Kayaks and steel. Never fails.
Okay, 7 to 9. Yeah. Honestly,
Changes to the mission.
not too bad. Not too bad of a starting one.
Ready for action.
But this one's higher at least. 17. Yeah, a lot more health.
Kayaks and steel. Never fails.
Some good stuff to start off with, but new one has a lot of health. And I can't steal anything from them, so I shall
I'm already gone.
I shall send away the weakest one. Alright, also grab a nice skill gem or two.
The tale of Brutus.
This will be nice at some point. At least boost up that.
Farewell.
Only if I have more blue sockets. I mean, it's fine that I don't. You wish I did. Also, I am starting to get a bit hungry. Probably due to the, hey, where are you? Why aren't you here? Okay, I definitely think there's a few issues with them not wanting to show up when they get hired. Unless unless you have them join you immediately. You're not even showing up in that area either. Okay, actually, what if I just remake the zone?
Gather my will.
New one, please? Yeah! Big brain time.
Not finished.
Oh, right. Yeah. Oh no. I just realized there's going to be a few issues with trying to do the trials and minions surviving. But I think we'll have to make it work. For now. Also, the Clattery boy went for quite the walk. No, it's just... He's also... Oh, he literally has a lot of extra life. Over here. Let's just be patient. Okay, maybe I could have waited, could have went a little further. Because it's like, I don't want to accidentally get the, my mercenary killed due to this. I'm having the summon button down to a science. Because they have no care in getting out. Oops. Okay, they don't take that much damage from traps. Got it.
Your humble servant thanks you, my God.
Okay, I do like how they heal out of combat. Granted, realistically, there probably won't be many times of out of combat.
Belief is the strongest metal of them all.
La-da-dee, la-da-dee, la-da-da-da-da-da. Let's see what this other...
Another pig
Ooh, it's a
without
striker.
fan.
Okay, so we got a melee person this time, which could be nice. I do enjoy the range. I might just steal something from him.
Make your damn choice.
Okay, I don't know this. Do 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 do. Okay, interesting. Vigilant. Win, second win. Not really anything too noteworthy. And I don't have the gold to try and fight him. Oh, Interesting. I don't mind the, cool. Don't mind this, but I don't think it'll be too good.
Come here, little piggy. Obey me.
Yeah, because it's just like, it doesn't really have much on the damage side of things. But I did get a Jeweler's Orb out of it. Plus, I think for the most part, I'd want ranged people so that they can just kind of keep sniping away at things. Say I'm running through things and they can just go like, boom, boom, that thing's dead. And I kind of get passive XP from things I wouldn't kill normally because I'm usually just going, woo, and zooming through the thing. Had to double check my audio is actually working. Like I was just like, yeah, everything's good, and then I was like, is everything good? Because I did worry myself for a second. Also, though, speaking of audio, if you have any issue with how my audio sounds, please let me know. Whether it's in the VOD or, in the stream, just let me know. Because I may not be able to fix it that second, but I can at least work on it. I can at least try and get it fixed, or try and make it better. Because I want good audio. I'm also just really bad at audio. So, it's one of those cases like, I need it pointed out to me if it isn't good or isn't up to the normal standard. Because I can fully understand not being up to the normal standard. I do what I do as very much a chaos gremlin. Also, I love that new thing. Yeah. This is our corner. Oh. We just got one Quicksilver flask out of it. It's very sad. So, put in perspective, last league, we were getting like 2 Quicksilver flasks, and like more stuff. Literally can't think of the other things. I think also one of each resistance flask. Like, it was a good deal just for that one encounter. It was like, ooh, sweet. And so seeing it just to be one magic flask was like, oh, dang it. I was hoping for more. I'd like some more, please. More flasks for the belt. Will bring you back over here. Ooh, I like that. Actually, I don't know if that one's a good one, but still a unique item. +2. Why? This is really good once I hit level 2. Just due to the fact that, well, it's really good for, early on. But it's green. Dang it. There's nothing I can do. I don't use any green gem. Theoretically, I could actually. Oh yeah, we also got paws. Okay, can't give them that. I like how this is unhighlighted. Like, oh, can't give them that. But also weird. I realized like maybe I could give them some boots. Other stuff. They might actually, be able to use those things. That'll be also the nice fun thing. I'll be able to gear up or use gear for 2 different kind of things. Which, usually I don't, so usually just whatever one build I'm doing, and everything else, it's like, well, this could be neat, but I don't really have a use for it. Mm. Mm-hmm. Dooba dooba doo 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 doo. Zippy zappy zippy zappa zoop zip zoop. Zippy 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 zippa zip zap zoop. Zip it time. Ba da dee da da dee dee da doo doo. Do, 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 do. I do think they do a lot of my damage, I'll be honest. Yeah. What's that? Oh, it does give life regen, so that's not too bad. Where is their life regen? Okay, that's a very minor. Then again, that's their out of combat. I want to see.
If that's the call.
Yeah, I can replace their stuff. But I cannot take it. I cannot take what they will default have. Just wanted to go buy this to... Where am I going? I'm going to go to the block node. To the block node. To the block node. Because then we get some survivability. Some being the keyword. Still not going to be that much. Ah, this is going to be wonderful.
Answers here, heretic.
My poor mercenary is so gonna die. But we're gonna open a portal nearish where he should be. The portal scroll. Okay. Portal. Yep, one more level. I am also going to go grab a bite to eat. So I'll be right back. And then I'm going to just eat a very small snack. Because my stomach is going, hey, you forgot to eat. Okay, I've got a bit of a snack, but it will take a little while to eat. So we are going to continue on playing. I will be silent because I will have my mic muted so you don't hear me chewing, and because that'd be no fun. So we'll pop the yeah friendly eating muted for now. Just gonna plop that right there. And then I'm gonna mute myself and eat the snack, and once I'm done, I'll turn it off.
Your frightened heart echoes of these stones.
Must have time to gather.
Come.
Last thing you'll ever see.
Rest now, tormented soul.
Okay, I do want to unmute to say that was the easiest time I've ever had with Brutus. Mercenaries, and I definitely think the Archer mercenaries, are awesome. We are returning to mute.
Locked in. Lining up the shot. Huh. You don't stand a chance. Clock's ticking. Target in sight. You're finished. You got the drop on me. Won't happen again. Kayaks and steel never fails. Locked in.
For some.
The path to the truth is
I must have time to gather.
Right between the eyes. One shot, one kill.
This is a mortuary for lost children, hidden from the eyes of their father.
Stuck till we meet again, perhaps.
Testing, testing. The audio's now good. Oh, I'm quite the slow eater, so I don't actually know how long it took. I just know that I'm slow at eating, so it probably took a little bit of time. But I do find it funny, though, that I upgraded my sniper and then immediately found another one. Like, you know what? Not the worst case scenario, but it is funny. Oh, yeah. Yeah, having a good time.
Hold your tongue. I do not wish to hear your voice.
Eh,
Time waits for no one.
not a bad one, but bad one. I wish I knew what that one did a bit more. But, yeah, overall, not really something I care too much about.
Make your choice and be quick about
What
it.
should I grab? Probably that. Everything else is blue, so we'll fight for this.
Tiny fool. One shot, one kill. Ah, take it if you must. Just make it quick.
X. Okay. I keep wanting to try and do O or P. Okay, no. Can't do that. We shall continue on. Onwards, I dare say. Yeah, because it's like, I don't think I really need to get the flame ones. The archers are better. Maybe, I will say, if I do find a lightning person, I probably will want to try and get them. Because, in general, I'll be doing a good bit of lightning. I mean, for a little while it'll also be physical damage, but no, for the most part it's going to be lightning, because we're also going to use that added lightning one, which converts those for full lightning. I don't know when I can get that stuff.
Mervale dwell. If you must take
Storm burst. Yes, I don't have it yet. When do we get that? What is it even called? Port. Physical to lightning. When do we get it? Get it sometime in Act 2. Act 2. When we get the pokey stick. Okay, don't need to hold these in my inventory. Dump. Hold on to the necklace. Because I want to see the wind dancing in the air. No, but I wanted to see, can I get any... Oh yeah, right. When we type something into Avenger, it stays that way. We don't have to keep retyping it over and over again. X. Volatile debt, that's not bad actually. Anything ranged. Lightning strike is projectile. No, it's just for me. Dang it. Okay, we're gonna see if they can cast Volatile Dead though. And yeah.
Locked in.
Okay, doesn't look like it. Because it's not showing up here, and I have no idea. Can we give them skill gems? Can we not? Yeah, I guess we'll see. We'll just have to wait and see. Actually, I also want to check.
what little help I can offer.
Yes, there are. Thank you. Thank you. However, I now have two people I have to worry about when it comes to, when I have no more Scrolls of Wisdom. When it comes to resistances, so I got mine up to... Ooh, perfectly. 75. I should survive. Minion. So much. At least give him that. We give him some more damage. I very much foresee my minion dying to the boss fight. Also, I will say, I really was tempted to try and do Anime Guardian as well with this. But I'm not really going to focus much in the minion side of things. So it's kind of that case of, like, it would be great, could be fun, but I want to do this, not just minions. I've done too many minion builds. I've done too many Templar armies. I needed to stop. I needed to be stopped. No one could stop the Templar army. Except for mid-damage. I, for some reason, not too surprising, but I can never gauge how much durability I need to make sure my minions have. So I eventually hit this bit in during maps where the minion army that I'm raising suddenly becomes completely unusable because they die as soon as they are spawned. Except for like the 2 or 3 big giant enemy or giant minions I can spawn as the Guardian. Like everything else is just like peace. As soon as they appear, and it's like, ah, dang it. Also, so far I am enjoying Stormburst, I'll be honest. Yeah, the finishing doesn't really mean much, but everything else quite nice.
Your body is the canvas, my blade, the brush.
Okay, what do you do? Oh, cool! They can do war cries! I didn't even think about that. That is awesome. You are not worth just a war cry, though. Okay, that actually could be really good. Though, yeah, doing war cries. Because there's so many war cries as like, and allies, but I never do ally things. So that could be actually really good. However, again, not worth hiring you for. I'm going to give my minions... Actually, yes. I'm going to give my minions some gloves.
Remain calm. This is bliss.
Yay, minion.
Well,
Gloves for
doesn't
you.
change my aim.
You now have a little bit more life. You have more life than I do. You're doing well. Some more decks. I was like, is he still like pseudo attacking me? But it's like, oh wait, oh, we're paused. Yeah, we're gonna try and get to safeguard. That'll be nice. We won't get there before we hit the boss, though. I will say the mirror arrow for the lady is great for her. Okay, yeah. Pretty much, like, the thing is with Stormburst, they can burst. It's just the case of they really just don't do that much more damage when bursting, so it's just a case, usually just good to hold on to it and call it good. How do I want to get there? Yeah, this way. I'm gonna hope it's this way.
I must have time to gather.
It was. Oh, my back. Already, my back is giving out on me. It's like, you're too old for this. You spent all 90 years at a computer and only 10. You somehow broke the space-time continuum and destroyed your back in record time. Yeah. Also, I just make up numbers, so no one knows my actual age. But I am sadly an adult who has to make adult decisions and pay insurance. See, no, the funny thing is I actually don't have to pay insurance yet. Because I'm not that good of an adult. Namely, I would probably be paying like car insurance, but I don't have a car, so I don't have anything to pay insurance on. I think. That could easily also be the case of calling out to everyone like, you don't know what insurance is for, which is fair. I could easily be the dumbass. But, what was I thinking again? Yeah, like, so I don't have that, and then I still do actually have insurance through my parents. I'm not too old not to get benefits from them, and I will use them, because otherwise, insurance is really dang expensive. That is definitely one of the things where it's like, as soon as I get too old to be on all a bunch of not bonuses, but cannot think of the just insurances and other like, well, you're a child. You're a child of 28 years old. You know, well, I should say you're a child of 27 years old. You know, you are helpless without your parents. 28? Nah, we'll kick you to the curb. It's the new 18. It's a new 8. Instead of 18, it's 28. Honestly, I think the Orbis Goering is going to be more useful. Oh, I get his entire rucksack. I thought it was just the one item. That's even better. I'm already having to deal with the mana issue. Okay, this is where the dying begins. You know, not too bad. I think because the minion actually gets out of the way. Which helps. Also, I think they take a lot less AoE damage, honestly. I think that's making a huge difference. And I think they're just, a lot less AoE damage, and then also just a good old-fashioned case of they don't seem to take too much damage compared to me. Or compared to a normal, I should say. Yeah. Okay, maybe I shouldn't have called him over. Maybe that was a mistake. Yeah, no, this is by far my smoothest Act 1 that I've ever done.
A woman corrupted beyond humanity. I must cure this plague before it sickens
New
all of
scepter. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. And a regen. Ooh, and life on it. Though I think that's with the weapon. That's not a bad scepter, but I don't think it's better. Yeah, I don't think it'll be better than that, so... That is by far the easiest Act 1 I've had. So, Mercenaries, pretty nice. That or Stormburst is awesome, and I need to do League Start with Stormburst more often.
is the only reward I need.
Leveled up. Bum, bum, bum. Maybe I need to do that as well. We'll see. We'll see how often I get stunned. Because if I end up getting stunned a bunch, I will need to rebuild my plan and use that. Because, by golly, that is an amazing skill, and I always forget about it. Yeah, talk to this dude.
Swift choice speaks well of you.
Axes. Blood mortar? What in the world is that? That is cool, though. Slick. Okay, those are some cool abilities. Ooh, or a regal. I 100% should grab the regal. However, I am very curious on the blood mortar, and I just kind of want to see how effective he is. And how much gold do I have? I have just enough to hire you. Not the greatest to waste all my gold, but we shall do it. Ah, yes, that's what. Yep, so replace her.
On guard. Be on your guard.
Oh yeah, that's a big ol' oil slick.
You've bested me. Perhaps
But
there's
it does
hope in
also
you.
mean I have a good use for this axe that I just got.
Perfect.
Oh, my back. My poor back. Oh, it's aching, sir. Oh, nice. Yeah, let's see. I'll probably still end up going back to a sniper, but I want to see, like, how this one plays. I'll definitely say the downside is it's melee. Oh, is that the other thing? Okay, it has Leap Slam, but I haven't seen it use it yet. So it doesn't seem like it actually uses it much for movement.
Delightful death.
I haven't seen the Blood Mortar yet. Oh, I just saw it. It's not that interesting. Got it. Yeah, he's not too bad, but I'm definitely seeing a pattern. Archer is just the best. The snipers are great to have. Yeah, which makes sense. Snipers are just kind of OP. There's a reason why everyone hates snipers, and it's definitely not because they corner camp. And as soon as you cross the corner, you get sniped and go like, "What the hell? I just got there." Da-da-da. I haven't played a FPS game or like a PvP FPS game in so long. I'll be honest. What do you need? You need a belt and some boots. Anything that boarding axe might actually be better than that. Yeah.
Oh, spiffing.
He was like, that normal axe shall be better than what he has. Yeah. That was a good Act 1. We're gonna jump right into it. Bum bum bum. Ba ba da boom ba dee da bum. Okay. We did boots. No, I don't want to use that. Bum 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 bum.
I return.
Spiffing.
Okay, and belt and rings. I don't think I really have any rings, but I also don't have any belts, so. Let's go this way. Let's talk to Einhar.
See you.
Poor Einhar. He got it. He got what he wanted,
Ready, Exile?
and then died by our hands. In Act 2, not in Act 2. In Game 2. At least that is my that is mine, and I believe a lot of people's beliefs at the hunting based thing. I can't remember the name of the boss now, but that you fight in the hunting grounds in Path of Exile 2, because it lines up just so perfectly to make sense that it's Einhar. Because it's like, from everything Einhar talks about in 1, it seems like very suspicious that he might have gotten what he wanted, and that might not have been a good thing for him. Literally just for him. Probably totally fine for most people. It just probably wasn't actually that good for him. Though, to be fair, he probably also ends up hunting other people, so... Maybe not, though. Okay, I'll definitely say the dude is good in Breach. The melee dude. Good in Breach. Because he has a good amount of AoE power. Okay, and pop. Is there no... I don't think I got any breach splinters. Alrighty then. This person is going like, there's a ton of different maps. Okay, I will definitely say, while the range dudes, the snipers are crunchier, the melee people have the benefit of being a lot tankier. Which has its own benefits. How much health do you have? You only have the same amount, so they are just generally tankier, it seems. Probably because of the armor. Yeah, that's what I thought. I went this way for the elemental. But, yeah, still think I'll end up going with snipers just because they're fun and they snipe things. But well, no, I probably still will go with snipers and maps because I'll probably be killing things really quickly by that point. And being able to just nuke out things as I see fit. Or not see fit. Nuke things out as I walk around might be better than having the melee be a bit tankier. However, I guess really it will depend. Well, actually, thought. I will have one mercenary that is for maps, and one mercenary that is for boss fights. Because that way, and I mean like boss fights as in like the fire dude and like, or boss-centric maps where it's just like the boss is nuclear, is now a nuclear power, or the boss has 7 essences, good luck. You know, things like that where it's like the idea is the boss is going to be nuclear, and as such you want to have a working brain. Okay, maybe not that tanky. As he almost died just from one drop bear. Or drop bear army, I should say. But like have one bot or one for the normal mapping where I'm just trying to nuke out a ton of stuff at range, call it good. And then one where
A good murder. Care to oblige me?
one enemy type or one basically one range, one single target heavy and tanky. Like that, I think that'll be the idea.
Don't try not to deliberate.
Hollow steel, okay. Okay. That's not too bad. You don't have anything beyond like one ability and the subsequent you have to have this ability. But something. Let's steal the gauntlets.
Let's keep this civil, shall we? Hold still.
I do love when they jump back to me. It's like, oh, thanks for returning to where are my totems at?
You've earned it. That much I'll admit.
Oh, they already have that, and that's actually pretty decent. So they don't need this. Never mind on that fact. I thought they needed gauntlet, but no, they actually have some good gauntlets. Not the most durable, but still good ones. There's a waypoint. I almost ran right past that. You know the funny thing? I am like unable to think of like anything to talk about. Because I'm just kind of like having fun, and two, I haven't really done anything since the last time I streamed. I was happy that I'm streaming more often. It's one of those things I always mean to do, and then just like never do for one reason or another. So it's kind of nice to be like, yay, I'm making progress. I also look to be needing to increase my strength some. But, so it's like, if I can keep it up, that should be good. Come on, we got it. Ooh, ring, definitely should do that. This could be useful, but not right now. And soon we shall be near indestructible. I don't know why I said... Oh, he died. That's unfortunate. Got nuked out by just a few of those. Yeah, it is what it is, I guess. Oh, sorry about that. And then, so here's where we have the fun part. Do that. Oh, that's not actually too bad. Fix fire. Perfect. That's some strength. That's not too bad. That should be good for us. I think what we'll do...
Any changes to the mission?
to pull you back out. I'll pull that off just before I forget about it. Slap you with
Hasn't
those.
changed my aim.
Slap you with that.
Ready for action.
Yeah, I only have to revive them if they die. I can just switch to the other one, I think. Maybe I already did this and it failed, and now I'm confidently going, aha, check this out, and I'm about to fall flat on my face. Right, no, I wanted to go back to Act 1, go to Lion's Eye Wash, get the skill point. Yeah. Oh, also, fun thing. Nope, need to talk to Bestie. I do plan on trying to announce when I'm playing different games and I want to play with other people, because of the fact that sometimes I do want to play with other people, but I don't really have anyone to play with. And so it has, you know, there's a handful of issues there where it's like, I want this, however, no one exists. 20%, that's not too bad, not too good. And now we go anew. We reset that. And we have entering. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, now that worked. But yeah, and then sometimes it's just the case of like, well, I don't have anyone to actually play with. Due to the good old-fashioned case of, I don't really play with people usually. So it's like I don't have a group of people that I play with usually to be able to play with again. Yeah. So it's just kind of that case of like, I'll have to, I basically, I have to gather up some people who are wanting to hop in for like a quick game, because that's the other big thing. I don't tend to play a game for very long, with few exceptions, and a lot of times if I want to play a game for a long time, like during the day I should say, you know, I've been playing Path of Exile for a long time, but well, I also play it for most of the day when I play it, but the point stands that most of the time when I like want to play something with someone else, like a couple rounds of Marvel Rivals or something. I don't actually ever play Marvel Rivals really by myself, but it is that like kind of duration in a sense where it's just like, ah, yeah, I want to play with, you know, that could be good. You know, play with some more people that, you know, I mean, granted, Marvel Rivals is also a bad example because they do have matchmaking. So that, you know, fixes the don't have any friends to play with. But I guess the idea still stands, which is, yeah, that should be... Oh, you can't use it because it's too low level. I need to get a new sniper then. Where it's like the duration is only like a few games worth. So it's not something I'd want to really bother people like, hey, join me for this. And, you know, it's only a short amount of time. So it's like they take all that time to join me. You know, whether it's that, like, joining the Discord and then, you know, getting voice chat, getting all that working, and then, you know, booting up the game and, you know, all that, like, stuff. And then just, like, play, like, an hour or so. It's just, like, I feel like it's not fair on them where, with the case of... like, it's not fair on them when I'm just like, oh, I want to play this thing, and then an hour later I'm like, I don't want to play this thing anymore. So it's like, I feel like I would be wasting their time. So it's like, it's hard to go like, oh yeah, you know, people, please play with me. When it's like, oh, I've already stopped playing. But at the same time, I do want to still try and do something like that. Where I am going like, hey, please play with me. You know, or I'll definitely word it in like a way of like, hey, if you want, you can play with me. I'll be on for the next hour or so. And then so that way people can kind of like drop in and play if they want. But you know, maybe that's how I do it. I don't know. I will definitely say the general idea is I don't know what I'm doing when it comes to other people in any regard. Cool. But there are a few games where I'm like, I would really love to play with other people, like ESO, where there are a few things that's just so much easier with another person. Ugh. It's not too bad, I'll be honest. I get one skill point. Just trying to think, like, is there like one point that I can easily remove that wouldn't change much? Ah, no. The one point I have that was one of like the last points I do. It's actually kind of nice, I'll be honest. Yeah, it's kind of nice, so I might as well just, well, could get rid of these two. I don't know. I have to think about it. Usually, actually, like it might be the case where like, maybe I do differently. But then again, I usually get plenty of elemental gear. So, and then we also might get a purity of elements mark. So might not have to worry about elements. So let's just do the usual thing and murder. That's gonna hurt. I do love being able to just like. This is partly why I am just like it's like I kind of want to mess around with Stormburst. You can just kind of target them from wherever, and with the Inquisitor, you get holy ground or consecrated ground when you are not moving, and so while I'm channeling, I'm not moving. Okay, I don't think you can use that. Didn't think so. Yeah, I want to try and get a new Merc, new sniper, as soon as I can, so I can gear them up. That would be nice. But yeah, I don't think I need to get anyone else really besides a sniper. Maybe later on I'll get some others, but I think right now, sniper's all I need. It's a sniper's life for me. Bada beep bop boop bop bop bada bop bop bop. I actually have no idea how that song goes. But I've heard a bit of it enough that I'm like, I got a general idea. Oh, I do love Stormburst though. It is becoming quite the fun ability. Also, I love. Oh, that one's funny. Ooh, nice new tricorn for my minion. Yes, okay, good on that. We go looking over here, going this way is damage, this way is durability. And we want some more durability. We are already killing things quick enough for my taste. I mean, obviously, quicker is always better, but this is faster than I'm used to during the campaign. The mercenaries are quite nice, I will definitely say. Now, I could definitely skip. Aww. We went in a loop. We were the fools. We got looped. And also, the nice thing, lots of AoE damage. So it's easy to hit multiple things. Especially multiple enemies. Also, I loved how I just got bonked upside the head. And I'm just like, ah yes, cold damage. My favorite. Okay, I am definitely glad that I decided to mess around with Stormburst. Because it's a fun ability.
Begs to be studied. Choose to fight.
Okay.
If you dare.
Ooh, Herald of Ice. That's kind of cool. Otherwise, your skills make no sense. You have this, then this. Like, nothing works together. The Rapier. It's not bad. That's actually not a bad one. That's not too noteworthy, but... Could anyone use that? I mean, like, it's fire and chaos, which isn't bad, but... The very little life, it's just like, eh. I think I'll still grab it. Could also grab that, but... Actually, I'll just grab that. I think that's going to be more useful.
I eagerly await you. Oh, this is bliss.
Oof.
I think this might be my masterpiece.
Okay. Respect. That dude was was deadly. I was not expecting my health just go like, hello, goodbye. Because most of the other mercenaries I've fought so far, like literally beyond the first one, have done very little damage. And if they have done damage, it's also usually the case of they die really dang quick. So I was not actually expecting that much power, and I literally let my guard down. And had my fingers away from the my healing buttons to stifle a cough. Ooh, chaos damage. Okay, not too bad when you kill the minions. Watch it. The minions are, I think, the worst issue. Actually, I think the poison damage is the worst issue, but... Lots of damage. We love to see it. Wonderful, wonderful. Ooh, nice. We get our nice ability. Buddy, buddy. Oh, buddy, la da 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 da. Bum 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 bum. Wait till I get to that.
Travel far. I so fare you well.
Bum 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 bum. Just for purchase, I guess. Bum 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 bum. Ba, 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 ba. Gonna get that. It won't be great right now, but I want the physical domain. Oh, I don't have an orb of alteration. I need to get myself in. Orb of alteration. Which means I need to sell some stuff. Sell some stuff. Sell some stuff. Means I need to sell some stuff, but I don't know what. Ooh. I might as well sell those. And who needs that? Augmentation. Currency. Yeah, still need to sell some more stuff. Okay. Oh, chaos isn't bad, but no, I don't care about that. Go over to Yena. Go over to here. Oh, please give us a physical to lightning support. And now we do some more damage. Yeah, we'll do some more damage. Okay, it is a blue. Okay. I can never remember if it's a blue or a red one. And we have some more blue sockets. Sadly, no. I need some more. I need like a triple blue link, honestly. Bum, bum, bum. Do, 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 do. Okay, and let us hop over to Oak's side of the yard. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum, ba, dee, ba, doo, 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 doo. Ooh, I wonder if I can get a nice, nice one with a mark at some point soon. That I will definitely say that'll be the nice thing as I, get higher level. We'll be seeing some more mercenaries with some better skills, which will be quite fun. Quite fun, I dare say. Shall we write show? Actually, no. What I should do, spend... maybe not. Once I'm feeling tanky enough, I should go over here and get that. Because that'll be a big difference. 40 life. No, they're good. I love the fact that I could just kind of like move things around, like, oh, you need to die now. Oh, you need to die now. Oh, you need to die. Without having to move one bit. Also, the fact that he's bleeding makes his leaps all the more dangerous for himself. Okay, what did the team win? I'm not sure, honestly. Oh,
You dare to speak for peace, outlaw. There's the peace your lies have earned you.
oh, nice. Okay, now we go up a bit. Bum, 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 bum. I do need to actually get the golden hand at some point, because the golden hand now gives you a passive point. How unfortunate. Now people can't just keep holding on to it, forever awaiting their job's completion. It's an old meme in the community, in the Path of Exile community. And it's still as funnily unfunny as it ever has been. I'll definitely say it's one of those things where it's just like that's it's not a joke. That's or it's like it is a joke kind of thing, but it's the case of like it's not that funny. But because of it, it's like okay, that's kind of silly. It gets the silly laugh, not the funny laugh.
Make your choice.
Not the ha ha, not the chuckles, but the oh dear. I don't know what I'm doing. My streams, I will guarantee one thing with my streams. Guaranteed nonsense from today till the end of time. That's not a bad one. Yeah, I have no reason to hire you, so just steal your ring.
Choice. Be quick about it. Right beneath me.
Perfect.
Fine, just take it already.
Perfecto. No, actually what I want to do was... Actually, I guess just hold on to it and replace that ring. Because it's a case of like, well, actually, they have pretty decent rings, and I don't think really either of us needs lightning resistance right now. But the extra, I don't need as much cold resistance, because nothing really does cold damage in Act 2. But lightning damage, I think, is also a similar case, but it doesn't hurt to play it safe. I'm starting to get hungry again. I'm actually gonna drink some water, because that might help. At least hopefully. Also, hello! Hello, Ellie. Right. I wasn't even expecting that. I didn't have anything play. I didn't have anything. My activity feed doesn't say anything happened. So that's interesting. But hello! Thank you for the parrot raid. Oh, I think it was just the case that my okay, the Twitch thing I think just went to sleep, so that probably is why nothing's shown there. But yeah, apparently alert did not work. I don't know why. I'll have to figure that out. This is also why I usually have my stream manager up and proper. Yeah, usually I have my stream manager up and proper for when that happens. But still, thank you for the raid. I have no idea what you're playing, and I don't have shoutout commands working. Apparently, I also need to space things out with my bot a little bit more. Oh, right. It might still be a bit of holdout from then. Yeah, apparently, yesterday, there were some major infrastructure, like web infrastructure stuff, like having issues. Like a lot of the Google services were having issues. A lot of the Amazon Web Services were having issues, which is kind of impressive. Like all of that having issues kind of at the same time. Not good, but it was it was just like, huh. Usually you don't have all those having issues at the same time. Ooh, nice. I keep meaning to check that out, the Expedition 33. Because I heard that one of the voice actor for Shadowheart also does the voice in that game. And I was like, thing to check it out now. So it's one of those few things where I'm just like, yeah, I'm going to check this out because of one of the people in it. I guess Baldur's Gate really just left such a good impression on me that I'm just like, anyone involved with anything else or anything with Baldur's Gate 3 does something with another game. It makes me very tempted to check it out.
God has forsaken us.
Oh, that would make
Last
sense.
thing you'll ever see.
That would make sense
Tonight,
if it was Cloudflare.
return to my family.
Because I think it's connected to a lot of things. So if it's all the things that are actually... So it might not have been like an infrastructure thing. It just... Cloudflare is also used for it, actually. Also, that would explain a bunch of that. Yeah, no, that makes sense. But, yeah. Yesterday, I was wanting to chat to one of the streamers I was watching. But I couldn't. Because at first it just was infinitely connecting to chat. And then I tried the good old-fashioned, like clear cache and cookies, all that kind of fun stuff, to try and do that, and then have to sign back in. And then I couldn't sign back in. I was like, dang it. And then I realized I could get on my phone, and the mobile app worked, at least. Which is strange, that the mobile app still worked, but the other thing, or the web browser, was not. Yep. Have fun. I do hope your stream was great, but I totally understand, being done with the stream. Done with the stream and like, okay, I need to relax, do whatever I needed to get done for the day. Oh, that's cool. Ooh, that's also really cool. But yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. Also, just realized it was Ash that said they needed to leave. I will say, you're both green in my Twitch chat thing. So I just very easily mixed it up. But still, thank you for the well wishes. Ooh, precision. How creator lighting arrow? Ooh. Some cool stuff. But yeah, thank you so much. Also, once again, though, thank you for the raid. Actually, I wonder, can I have this work? Because I may or may not have a shadow command. Does that work? It did! I do have a shadow command. Because the thing is, I do not have things... Like, I usually don't have people over, so I never have, times to try things. And then if I don't use things, I forget if I have them. Oof, you need a new bow. But otherwise, that's a pretty cool thing. So, let's hope we can... Yeah, replace the flame person.
Start running.
Okay. Perfect.
All right, partners it is.
Whew.
Now let's cause some chaos.
But yeah. Oh, actually, I realized something. Let me. While I couldn't, it didn't trigger automatically. I realized I can manually trigger one of them. Yeah. Oh, I needed to move that. I forgot to move some of the things on this one. So, while it did trigger for you, I could at least manually trigger the alert. Because I do love my alerts. I just never get to have them used. And then there's days like this where it's bugged. Where it's just like, dang it, curse you, Twitch. Or potentially my own stuff, we'll see. But, yeah. I'm quite happy your stream went well. I am having an absolute blast. This has been the smoothest run, or it was the smoothest Act 1 that I've done ever, because of these mercenaries doing a lot more damage. And then it's been a while since I played Path of Exile 1, so it's quite nice playing some more of it. Because there was no new leagues, And so, and also I was like, I don't feel like playing Path of Exile. Because I was loving the WSD movement of 2. But I was not enjoying the lack of loot in 2. So I was in that, like, don't feel like either one. Like, they both were having things I was liking. And things that were like, well, I want to play the other one. But, yeah, with the new league announcement, I was absolutely hyped. Mainly, I will say, for the mercenaries. Because literally, like, the week before it was announced, I was playing a bunch of Diablo 2, and as you do with Diablo 2 is you always get the Act 2 mercenaries, because they give you auras. And then, like, a week later after playing a good amount of Diablo 2 again, Path of Exile is like, okay, we got a new league. Guess what's in it? Mercenaries. So it was just like, this is going to be great. And so far it has been. So I've been very happy about it. Oh, I need some more space. That makes sense why I need more space. I was like, why do I need more space? Yeah. Only if it was triple linked, I'd be very happy about it. It's not that good, though. I am also very much out of practice. Oops. Buttons. I try to hit H to do town portal, because speaking of Diablo 2, I would always set up H to be my town portal. Because in general, I have H or Shift H as my, like, return home button. Does not work in certain cases where, one, you don't get a setup return home button. And in other cases, like with WoW, I have it set up so H is my mount, and Shift H is my return home. and then here I have neither. H doesn't do anything other than opens up the challenge menu. It's a good button, but not that important. Dang it, if only that was triple link. That would be wonderful. That's not too bad though. Some good more mana. Beautiful. Yeah, that's quite nice. Let's slap that here. And let's see if we can actually give myself a new hump. Also, got another skill point, so that's plus more health. Go there, go portal. But yeah, I do plan on trying to stream this for, I don't know how long tonight. I'll probably end up playing it for quite a while tonight. We'll see how long I have the energy to try and keep talking. But maybe I will do just fine. I honestly do not know. So I'll do that. But I also plan on trying to stream throughout the week because there is a drop thingamabob. I should have put that on the title, but I always forget about that. Where am I going next? Right, up and down. Why is the mercenary not here? Weird. I feel like there's going to be a lot of cases where it's like, oh, different mercenary. They don't get to be in the sold area.
I'm extra the militia. You're as good
Oh, an infamous sniper. Okay, that's good actually. I need to figure out who I'm gonna say goodbye, please leave.
kayaks and steel.
Yeah, probably this one, I'll be honest. Just due to the fact they are the lowest level. And, okay. Yeah. They are good, but this new one should be fine. Or should be good. And they're infinites. And 15th level. Ooh, that'll be nice. At least for them. Bada ba bum. Bada beat up. Bada do 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 do. I'm booting up the trade checker thing. Ooh. Yeah, it just went out. So, not really worth taking it. So we are going to hire them. Pretty good though.
I don't miss. Right between the eyes.
Okay, good. I am doing a lot of damage.
Fine. You earned
That
it.
worked well, at
I'm
least.
in.
Yes. Let's give you this
Not
hat.
in.
Let's not give you these gloves. Let's give you these belt and these rings. You are all nice and kitted out. But, yeah. We're going to be playing for a while. I may know what I'm doing in Path of Exile to a small degree. But I still don't know what I'm doing when it comes to streams, despite the fact that it is 6+ years. Actually, let me think. Actually, yeah, it's been about 6 years. It was kind of funny to think about. I've been streaming for about 6 years. I still have no idea what I'm doing. It is just kind of like winging it, and I think partly because a lot of my streams are empty or inactive kind of thing. So it's the case of I don't really have anything to like happen to go like, oh, that's not working or things like that. So I'm always just like I end up encountering brain fog. You know, the rare happenstance with something happens. It's like, oh dang, need to fix that. Not sure why. But probably was due to the Amazon still having some issues or Twitch having some issues too. Okay, buddy. You are speaking a different language and I am not. I am not fluent in it. You don't have anything worth using, but you have one of these. Ah, you really don't have anything good. So I'm also kind of thinking we may not get the Tarsus gems. We might eventually as well, but I'm just trying to think, like, potentially it is a case where the Tarsus ones are only for the minions, or for the mercs. But we will be taking that Orb of Fusing. Okay, good. But yeah. Just kind of having a good time. Eventually, I should try and make sure everything's nice. Ship and shape, all that kind of good stuff. But I have so many different projects that I should try and also work on. And in the meantime, I will do none of them. Because instead, I will just play video games and get nothing done. However, at least with this week, I've been doing better at, if I'm playing some games, and just planning on playing one for a good amount of time, I end up streaming it. Because at the very least then, it's a nice 2-for-1 deal. I will say though, I should probably end in about half an hour. Might be able to get away with not ending depending on what I'm going to have for dinner, but we will see what reality has. Okay, you don't really have anything good. These really weren't that noteworthy, so let's just take the jeweler's orb.
Shall we? This is how it's done.
Okay, do at least do a good amount of damage. I'll give them that. This way. I said this way. Do 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 do. Mark that. One is going down. Oh, interesting. Oh, so interesting. I have various interesting types of these support gems. La-di-dee-la-dee-la-dee-doo. Yeah, we're just gonna continue to have a good time. Oh, I just went the complete wrong way. But I did at least get to this point. Got a bunch of these. These aren't too bad. Aren't too bad to have. I also thought about trying to do some more like drawing or project stuff on stream, but like a lot of what I do just doesn't work with like streaming. And it also on top of that, I'm not really Ooh, now I have hiccups. Went from coughs to hiccups. Not sure which is worse. The coughs are, but hiccups are still annoying. But like I'm not the greatest when, you know, talking and such, and I always feel like I should be talking if I'm doing a stream. Unless I've denoted like, yes, this is going to be a silent stream. Because I've done that once. Namely when I still was quite sick, but I was like, I really want to stream, so we're going to play Diablo 2. And I'm going to stream it and have a good time. And I had a good time. But I was still very sick. Ooh, nice. But at the same time, that one felt fine because I was like, I'm marking this as a silent stream for the most part. And the funniest thing as well, that one did actually really well. And I think largely it wasn't due to the fact I wasn't talking, but was due to the fact that brain stopped working. Was just due to the fact I was playing Diablo 2. There's also apparently a lot of people who watch Diablo 2. I was really surprised when I was looking at like the numbers of like average viewers and such. Sorry about that. Ugh, I definitely think talking ends up making it worse, but the average viewers, like, I want to say it was like 44 for Diablo 2, which is honestly impressive. With that kind of like number, it's like, oh, surprise, surprise. Granted, I will also say, funny enough, pretty much all of my viewers were on YouTube. I do not know what is with the YouTube algorithm, though I do appreciate it. But it seems to be a lot more effective than whatever Twitch's thing is. And it could easily be the fact that it is an algorithm for YouTube, where with Twitch, it's more of a case of you go to Twitch to watch your specific streamers, and then if you're not there to watch a specific streamer, you're there to watch a game. And like that usually is how it goes. Where with YouTube, yeah, you're there for like whatever content creators you watch. But unlike streaming, where it's a sizable chunk of your day, or can be, YouTube videos tend to be shorter ones, like, 30 minutes or 15 minutes. And then sometimes, like, maybe you do a deep dive that's like 2 hours, and it's like, that's pretty good, but even then, it's like, one stream can easily be that long.
That thing, it slaughtered everyone. Help me.
It's like, one stream can easily be that long. Or, with long streams, it can easily be 3, 4, 8 hours, and they're like that takes like most of your day. And I have no idea where I was going with. Oh, right. What I was thinking about was brain stopped working again. Is that like if you're just watching YouTube videos for the most part, you probably go through the people you want to watch fairly quickly. I'll put big ol' air quotes around that. Like, it is definitely a you take this much time to do it, and it's a shorter amount of time. And then if you keep wanting to watch YouTube videos, you kind of let the algorithm decide, what are you in the mood for today? Oh yeah, I forgot about the retaliation skills completely. Bum bum. Bum 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 bum. I think I will do Herald of Thunder just because I can, not because it's necessarily good, but because I can. Also, before I forget, let me adjust or put down the. I'm gonna adjust how the Twitch bot is, just so that it's a little bit better about things and doesn't just go and take up, but a chaotic amount of stuff. It's fine once it gets going, but I think otherwise it has some issues. Do you need no? Using one of those, but that's about it. Otherwise, we can just throw things in the heap. And okay, he can pop up to the wetlands, poke a stick in a tree, and continue forth. Bum, 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 bum. Nice. And to do that. Don't mind me just, taking the 4 gold and running into a dead end. Ooh, nice. Yeah, the little bit of block plus the 50 energy shield is wonderful when I do a spell block. So it makes spell enemies, especially the ones that go pew, 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 a lot less dangerous, which is why I love that note. It is the case of, so, like, my totem dude, he is super tanky because of the fact that he gains like 100 life or something on blocks. Like, it is a sizable amount, and then he blocks almost everything. So most of the time he ends up being able to heal a lot before he takes another thing of damage. And so it makes it so I don't have to worry about just normal amounts of damage. It's only the big boss hits that are like, ooh, that's scary. It's fair. Oh, there's another enemy. But we will see how this one goes. Because it could easily be a case where I have overestimated my survivability. I have at least theoretically made him about, plan-wise, made him about as durable as my totem person, in theory, but we'll see on the how long I can live against a swarm of enemies I've locked myself into. We will have to see that in the future. And by the future, I mean... What time is it? About 3 hours. The other two, I need to plan roughly 12 more hours of a campaign before I get there. theoretically it should be quicker, but at the same time, I am just not that fast. Like, I know roughly the things that I should try and do, but I am definitely not like professionally running, and trying to get everything. So it's just the case of like, almost like, okay, during. Ooh, physical agents. That's really good. Oh, that is very tempting, I'll be honest. Like, that is a really... I'm tempted. Where's my gold total? Yeah, he seems to be pretty good. And he doesn't have anything I really care to try and do. So, what we shall do...
Hurry up and decide.
Yeah. Also, let's ID this one. Not pretty nice. This is somehow still, like, better. I think largely because of the fact that this has just more block chance, and that's just really good. And the other one just doesn't really have. Okay, that's that one. Building. Yeah, let us go down this path to get that. Right. Mercs. Let's get to the bloodletter. Yeah, that's everything. So we'll replace the bloodletter.
What's it going to be?
Interesting. Don't know why that's great. Oh, might be because getting quite low level.
Best me or serve me. Might makes
Last thing
right.
you'll ever see.
Definitely doing some damage.
Only one thing Caitans respect. Strength. You've earned it.
Okay, don't need that. That's pretty good. But
Doesn't change who I am.
okay. Like that's pretty nice combo there. And then the Molten Shell, like, he could be a quite durable character. Damage-wise, we'll see. But durable, yes. Or at least that is my hope. I really hope it's not a case of like, yes, you have the durability of a potato. He also, I always forget, it has the movement ability of a potato. It doesn't move very much without some help. Nope, not that way. Yeah. Oh, hello! I totally missed the chat because I wasn't looking at chat. But hello, I hope you're doing well. I am not looking, not looking for any custom graphics and stuff. Largely because I may not be very good at it, but I can usually make my own stuff. Again, not very good at it, but I at least am like, yeah, I like that. And usually don't have too strong of an idea of what I want, so I wouldn't want to try and have someone try and make something that I then later go like, yeah, not sure how I want that. But yeah, I still hope you are doing well then. Ba, 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 ba. Yeah, I need to look right more often. 'Cause that's where I have both YouTube and Twitch chat. And I had lowered my YouTube chat to my left because I was making notes. The good old-fashioned case of I have multiple things to prevent this from happening, yet somehow does not prevent it. Okay, damage on the low end right now. I'm not even sure why, other than it just has a lot of health, I'm gonna guess. Also, potentially, my food is just keeps getting slowed, so it feels like it's taking longer because it keeps getting slowed down. Oh, that was the only one. Interesting. Oh, we got another person that I'm not fluent. Another person speaking a language I ain't fluent in. Curse my my monolingualness. Sorry, it's not too bad. Yeah, I just don't care about any of these, I'll be honest. Okay, that was a great line, though. I went up a level. That's a wonderful. But yeah. I will definitely say as well, like, I definitely end up doing better when I find out what I'm doing wrong. But, you know, a lot of times that just doesn't happen due to the fact that if no one sees things because I do them wrong, it's hard to fix them. But that is just kind of a way that things how it make a way things are a lot of times for me. It is what it is. But also, so far, I've already got a decently long laundry list of things I should try and upgrade or, like, change or fix or whatever. And it's like, yep, no surprise there. But at the very least, it gives me some things to try and work on. Granted, downside is, well, I have a bunch of things I want to try and do, and also very limited amount of time to do them. Not like they need to be done in a very quick manner, but in a manner of I could. Ooh. Yeah, it's about that. Nice. But just like I just have so many things I want to do and not enough time to do them all soon. It'll take a bit. Or what I do is I take a break after I have dinner and potentially don't stream after dinner. And instead work on the things I should work on. Because that would be a fairly responsible thing to do. However, I am also here. Not the responsible one. I love Stormburst so much. It has been so much fun to use. Is it the best thing? Absolutely not. But it is certainly fun to use. Oh, no, no. Okay, I think that's the last one. Perfect. Okay, any... Ooh. Nice. Don't get that, but I get a raw chaos orb instead. Oh yeah, I forgot to turn this thing on. I knew I'd forget something. Also, I feel like I'm a lot glowier. Oh, also reminds me, I meant to put the ring on. Yes. See how much of whatever's I do. I don't have the walking one. Couldn't remember if I had the walking one or not. I just have that basic one. We are almost done with Act 2. Out of 10. Almost a fifth of the way there. And this will be a very long video, or very long VOD. And also have a good amount of, it'll have a good amount of, or take up a good amount of storage space, which I am desperately in need. I am legitimately thinking of getting another 2 terabyte internal SSD just for the video box. Like, not for anything else. Just so I can house even more videos without having to try and offload them. And the thing is, well, my externals video box, that's also getting full. I think part of it is because I do keep them because like, but I like them. I like having them around. At some point, I probably should get rid of some of like the old VODs because I have them uploaded as they were recorded. So it's those kind of cases where it's like, I could probably do with just deleting those because if need be, I can always, I can always re-download them. So like those cases where it's like, I can probably get away with it, you know, without worrying myself about it. So that's really the key thing is like probably could get rid of like any of the ones that I'm not actively working on or aren't going to work on. You know, whether it's have worked on or aren't going to work on, you know, things like that. But yeah, we don't do good with that. Okay, a few more levels and I really don't have to worry about energy shield again. Ooh, the minion also gets the brutality thing. I will also say, like, despite the fact he has a bunch of cool stuff, doesn't really do anything cool. So, once again, point to the snipers. Going. Let us just get some scrolls, apparently. Okay, a little further. We're gonna switch back to the sniper. So we're gonna grab the waypoint. And back to the town. Grab a sniper. Potentially replace their bow. Fancy bow, but at the same time.
What's our next move? Let's get back out there.
Yeah. It is still definitely better.
If that's the call.
Yep. Okay, what's this one? Not much. Anything good from there? Well, thank you once again for the raid, Commander. Yeah, thank you for the raid, and I do hope you get a good night's rest. You definitely deserve it. And thank you for the well wishes of lovely stream. And yeah. I can't wait to see you wherever you are next. Oh, ooh. Okay, energy shield. Let's even on this one. Life not bad. Eh. Armor, chest armor, out of armor, mostly armor. Like it's not bad. Don't think I should use it. Okay, dump. I'll just toss all this in. Nice. We love seeing the can. Do we have the thing? No. So we will just remake it. Okay. I am needing to stretch, so we shall be right back. And my commuting. Okay. We are back a little later than I meant to, but we are back nonetheless. Actually, I still need to get a drink of water. Okay, we are back. Took a little longer than I meant to, but I grabbed another snack. Probably end up making waffles later tonight, I'm thinking.
Last thing you'll
You
ever
know,
see.
strange dinner food, but it was a case of like, well, I kind of feel in the mood of waffles. They're good food, so. And they are still technically time intensive, but they feel less time intensive than hash browns. I think probably because most of the time to make waffles is making the waffles and like, you know, making the batter, making, you know, and then, you know, cooking the waffles and then like, oh look, the waffles cooked. Let me, you know, eat one of them and then finish eating half of one and then voila. It's, like, it's a nice balance. Also, I always get tricked by that room. Brains. But yes, I might end up making waffles tonight. Could easily do hash browns, but hash browns are boring. One, because they're simple. They're not bad, they're quite tasty, but it is very much the case of like, I don't want to have hash browns again, so I won't. But that pretty much leaves me like trying to make waffles, which again are nice and tasty. And it feels appropriate as kind of like a victory food in a sense. We're just like, yeah, I'm doing pretty alright. You know, had a good stream and then I eat. But that should actually be a good bit later, because I can probably get away with it probably closer to 8, let's say.
Right between the eyes.
Not the greatest for, you know, if I were to try and get to sleep on time, but let's be honest, that's not gonna happen.
Did you just cut
Even
out
once
something?
I'm done with...
Make your
Ooh.
choice and be quick about it.
Oh, interesting. No. I'm not gonna take the lightning mage. I won't take a lightning mage until I see it with an aura. Because until then, the Archer is going to be better. So it might as well be the case if I mess around with the different ones once I have geared up.
Try me, fool! Let fury take you. Ugh, fine, just take it already.
But yeah, I am already out of talking juice. But oh, that's where I need to go. But I'm still having a good time, and I do hope everyone watching is probably also having a very uninteresting time. But 'tis how things are. Not the most interesting of fellows, but I still have fun as it stands. Really, I will definitely say that's the big thing. Yes, I'm just kind of having some fun with things. And it's just kind of be like, that is how it is. And maybe eventually I get better, get good at things, but that is not now. I will definitely say I have a bunch of other things to work on before I start working on stream quality, apparently. But that is, I will say, that is kind of a funny thing to think about. It's like, ah, yes, I shall work on a bunch of different things before getting better at the thing I do the most. Actually, I guess to be fair, a lot of the things I want to work on are largely cases of working on something. Whether that's like doing a short story of this thing or that thing, or doing some art that I haven't drawn before. A lot of it comes down to cases of I want to put some pen to paper. I want to get the image from my head to the to the paper, to some form of written, drawn, written, yeah, I guess written,
Just what I needed.
you know, version. So it's no longer just in my head as an idea with a note saying, hey, do something about this, please, before I forget. That way, it's down on the paper, and whenever I have the time, I can go back to it and rewrite it and clean it up, or whatever. Oh, actually, speaking of drawing, I know we were mostly talking about writing, but with drawing stuff, one of the streamers, Spirit something, I can't remember her thing, otherwise I'd share it. Is or showed me that DPI exists for like art canvases and things, or in like GIMP it's PPI. And so I decided to up that to what they're using, and I really like that a lot better. Like, I did all my drawings on the default things, but looking at the difference between the increased and the, like, what the normal and then nearly double, it was just like, I like the nearly double a lot better. Just from like a quick, like, I did like a quick line basically, and just it felt a lot softer, or like a lot smoother, instead of hard bits. So it was like you could still get the precision that I like, but I say precision while being very messy with my drawing. But it was still a case of sorry, I was also doing a bunch of hand gestures, hence why I wasn't doing anything. Not that you could see any of them. It's not too bad. Yeah, I'm just gonna get that because it's not too bad. Took a lot of damage there. Luckily, you're very slow and I can outmove you. But he almost crushed me as well. Oh, whoops, I forgot to take the amulet that I was like, I'm going to take this. But yeah, I don't think I'll redo any of my drawings for a while, but definitely the newer drawings will be with the 500 PPI. So that will be quite nice, I think. We'll see. It still might not be that good. Actually, I can almost guarantee you it won't be that good. Just due to the good old-fashioned case of I'm the one drawing it, and I'm usually not that good. Sometimes I am decent. Every rare occasion, I am not too bad. Like, these drawings, I'm not too bad. By these drawings, I mean my Algrab human and organ form. They're legitimately not too bad. They're not good by any stretch of the imagination. They're good for me. But good in a general art sense, like, you know, kind of thing, it is definitely like, no, but, you know, it's good for me and that's what matters. which is why I'm happy about them, because I recognize my skill is much lower than a lot of other people. Like, if you watch it, if you watch Storm and see their drawings, or watch Frubin and see their drawings, or just follow either of them, like, you can see how amazing their drawings are. But whoop, almost fell prey to the oldest book in the trick. No! I tried to summon... Actually, I did successfully summon you away, but just not in time, apparently. Very unfortunate. I guess they just didn't care to try and dodge, which is very unfortunate when you need to make sure you dodge. Yep. Have them rejoin.
Back where you belong, nightmare.
Nope.
The faithful need not fear your kind.
Into Act 3. Wonderful, wonderful stuff. What was I thinking again?
Place of the Templar.
Movement speed is nice.
Things right.
Woo! Nice, nice, nice. That is a massive durability upgrade. Switch that around. Might as well keep giving the some extra damage.
Locked in.
Maybe this way they'll be a little bit more durable. Let's see what this one does. Ooh! All chaos skills. That is nice. Buttons. That button. Eh. Okay, that's how I was like, how do I do this again? Okay, it's still not that valuable. Which is at least nice, because it means I can easily find things that will be decent for me.
I do not wish to hear your voice.
Okay, I'll just take one of your items then.
Make your choice. And be quick about it.
Not too. That's really bad. Got nothing useful. Like, legitimately, like, nothing useful. I think I will just... Well, that's kind of cool. I think I'll just exile them.
Don't worry, I'm already gone.
Nice. Yeah. I did all 3 options. One of the most basic things you can do is fully use a league's mechanic.
I must have time to gather my will.
Spinny boy. Actually, that's what a lot of people are doing. This league is they are doing Cyclone because of the longer you cast it, the more powerful but costly it becomes. And so a lot of people are doing Cyclone again for that, like, it's back, boys! It's got even more power this time! And so it's the case of, like, yep. You know, we're, a lot of people are doing that. Are doing Cyclone again. I've done it once, I want to say. I've also played with someone who had a Cyclone build. It was interesting. It wasn't that good, I will be honest. I mean, it wasn't a bad build. It was just not something I would like to play, I'll be honest. Like, build-wise, it's just like, bunch of conditional things. I like my simple hit stuff really hard, or use totems to hit stuff even harder. Basically, I like my fairly simple build.
But indecision is terribly unbecoming.
Yeah, that's not good. That's not that good, but might as well take it. I'll be honest. Oh, cool. They got some, oh, they have determination now. Oh yeah, I should take a lot less damage due to the fact that I now actually have some armor. Actually, how is my armor stacking up? Yes, a nice 57%. It's almost like I have some armor now. What I do need to do is find a good energy and armor helm and a good energy or like helm, boots and gloves, so then I can get the energy and armor mastery that gives me 100% more body. If my brain works. No, if all my pieces have if all my pieces have energy and armor on them, which could be quite nice. Also, though, I just thought of something. There's always the always the crafting way around it, where theoretically you could have full energy, because why would you want to do full armor? And then you just do a crafting mod and put the whatever one you're missing. Now that usually would be pretty terrible because you're sacrificing a mod for very little effect. But it could be an interesting thing to do. Because I guess part of it as well is the fact that there's no reason to do it unless it's also built for the other one. Like it's heavy into armor, but only a little energy shield. But at the same time, if you're doing that, then you're robbing yourself of something that could increase the armor or energy shield by taking the other one, to the point you probably would just be better with doing that extra mod on a split variant. Which is no surprise. There's a lot of that kind of stuff. Where it's just like, well, you could, there's just not really much of a reason to. Which I enjoy. Because there are a lot of cases where, like, you are... like, on one hand, you know, it's nice having the, like, well, you can do this, you know, but it's just not really that good of a choice. And then also the, like, well, you could do this, you know, or, like, you could do it legitimately, or you could do the breaking version and be like, well, actually, I am now 200% more powerful. And then it feels mandatory. And to be fair, there are plenty of things in the game that are also like, well, I can just do it this way. It's so much easier. Like guard skills. It's like, well, this makes things so much easier. Especially what I do is do Immortal Call with cast when damage taken on the slowest thing. So minimum, when I've taken enough damage, I end up popping like, hello, please stop taking damage, thank you. But also at the same time, I do have a tendency to have many forms of get me endurance charges, because I like endurance charges. And so that makes Immortal Call more powerful, and it's like suddenly you have so much more health, effectively. Yeah. Yeah, I need to go back to drop some stuff off. Wow, so went up a level. Didn't even notice it. And then I can get that and pretty much never have to worry about armor. Or, never have to worry about energy or damage. Unless my armor drops too low. Because that is pretty much the only thing that will deal with it, is if my armor isn't high enough to prevent enough of it, or it's elemental heavy damage. But like physical damage, that is a very easy way to just not have to worry about it anymore. Oh, we got the band playing. Everyone hates the bands, but I'm like, I like them. They're neat. They're nice and quirky. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, I'm debating on, do I go till 8? Ooh, there's that. Like, do I go till 8 or do I go till 6? Not sure. But I'll pretty much I'm gonna pretty much keep going until I feel like, I should probably get off. Or I'm like, okay, I've had my fun with PoE 1 for today. But even, it can get tiring after a few hours. Because let's be honest, any game can do that. Even Baldur's Gate near the end was like, okay, going to take a little break from me. Like, it was really good pulling me in. Hence why I still didn't really take that many breaks. But there were definitely points where it's like, okay, I can take a nice break from this point. Like, I finished up just like the side quest thing that's like, it has wrapped itself up and isn't like, and now on to more mysteries that your mind wants to solve.
Life in his right hand, death in his left. And then there are those who fell through God's
fingers. And another level, and voila. Now my only worry is that my minion will die. Yeah, let's kill this one before.
One shot, one kill.
Okay, good. Minions not dying. You're not dying on me yet. Dying on me yet, I dare say.
The ones who chained me. You're weaker still. Make
Okay,
a call.
interesting. Ooh, an orb of binding. Yes, please. That'll be quite nice. Rage, neat. Tunnel slam, interesting. Damnation. I don't care for that. I do care for an orb of binding, if I do may.
From the pit to the grave. Take your trinket then. My freedom's worth more.
I've now started the spacing out phase. Where I'm just kind of mindlessly playing, and my brain is like, wait a second, something's happening. You don't get to just doge out. So I might actually end up going to bed on time, considering my brain is already like, you've made poor decisions recently. We're not letting you make any more. We are going to forcefully tell you, you must sleep. But not for at least a little while. That's still better than what I'm wearing. I don't know. I keep wanting to do
Doesn't change my aim.
It's a little bit better. Okay.
If that's the call.
Okay. Guess I didn't have boots then. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Bum bum ba da ba ba dum bum 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 ba da 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 da. I'm debating, do I do gloves or do I do boots for the binding orb? Boots on one hand, movement speed, potentially. On the other hand, lack of movement speed. So it's a case of like, if if it works out, it's good.
One shot, one
If it
kill.
doesn't give me movement speed, then I'm going to end up replacing it fairly quickly in a sense. Where with gloves, it's just going to be a case of like, they'd be, hey, that's wonderful. It's not blue, but at the same time, that is a really nice, it's a nice 4-link. It's pretty useless on the mods. Strength's not too bad. What was I thinking? Oh yeah, the 4-link for for a helm. It's just like, ooh, nice.
Living machine. There's your truth, heretic.
Let's take out the minion. Yeah, figured the minion was gonna die. Too much lightning damage. Lots of lightning damage in Act 3. I should probably give the minions some lightning resistance. Yep. Boop. How much gold do I have? Yeah.
Let's get back out there.
Revive, get your butt back to working. I don't pay you to sit around.
Watch yourself.
And then one of these two gives me a reward. Yeah. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I say, perfect. Bum, 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 bum. Bada beep, bada ba ba boom, bada 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 bada. Yeah. Just do conductivity.
General Gravicius demands absolute obedience from his
We'll
men,
move that.
meaning he's surrounded himself with cowards and lackwits, unable to lift a finger without
Okay.
orders. There is nothing.
And then that button shall be the recon.
Good luck to you.
Okay. Yeah. There's something else I wanted.
Need some help.
Also, I think it's just the server, but if, yeah, my stream's doing fine, so I think it's just the server that's trying to lag. Just like, stop all this players. There's too many of them. Okay. Okay. What was I planning to do? I think it was Wrath and the Discipline. Okay. Get Wrath. This. That way, it's some energy shield. Okay, so then... when can I get arrogance? Arrogance. Nope, that... I somehow managed to spell our ARPG out of arrogance. I am magical like that. Okay, when can we get it? Okay. End of Act 3. Or, yeah, end of Act 3, so most likely I will get it. Act 6. Where did I put that Herald? I do not need it no longer. Fortunately, it's the wrong color, so I can't... Well, I could use a chromatic orb on it. Currencies, chromatic orb. Chromatic orb online. Oh, and nice. Do like that. I must say, I definitely do like that. And item repository of red gems are nothing, no supports that I would wish to use. Now, you go to here. We use those. And then we lag a bit. And then I go, actually, I need to go over here. Wow, it is really laggy right now in town. The network is like fine, and then, oh! Okay, no, we are also having issues on my end. My bad. It probably is a double-edged sword of both me and the server. Or potentially just me. Ooh, potentially just me. Ooh, yeah. To say the least, the bitrate went really high, and the drop frames have also gone decently high. Why? I do dare say why. No idea. But things are unstable, to say the least. Okay, no regen, though, so... Ooh, yeah. No, things are not very stable. Still might be due to the servers, but we will get to the battlefield, I want to say. No, we'll get to the sewer waypoint. And I will be calling it a stream. I want to say it's a well, no, it isn't the servers. It's my internet. Because, well, the drop frames are high, to say the least. So it definitely is on my side. But I'm going to just try and do this.
Last thing you'll ever see.
Yeah, no idea why. Okay, it seems to have stabilized on my side. But it definitely was an issue on my side. But it still also seems to be an issue server side.
I'm Extratham Militia.
Ooh, interesting.
What I'd choose.
I mean, I don't... Ooh, Grace as well. That's not too bad. Oh, that's a lot of damage. Ooh, but actually I have a good amount of damage. But that's 49, 46. There could be more damage, but... Movement speed. 4 length, that's not too bad, but I'm never going to use it, so... If they were, I will definitely say if they weren't a poison, yep. Need to ban that. Okay. Technically, I just timed it out, but it'll probably not come back. But yeah, weird that I had some rough internet troubles. Oh, nope, okay. The internet seems to be going bad again, so as soon as we get to the waypoint, we are calling it a stream, and I'm gonna make dinner then. Also, if you haven't noticed, my voice is starting to go a bit crinkly, as I tend to call it. That's not too bad. Nah, I still will go for the chance orbs.
I don't.
Oh.
Lining up the shots.
Oh, this is painful. Ooh, also, yeah, mana. Biggest issue I had with this build was I was like, I'm gonna have issues with mana. Surprise, surprise, I have issues with mana. Okay, but as soon as we get to that waypoint, I'm calling it a stream because for some reason my internet is having some issues, and it could easily just be because the server sucks. Okay, waypoint. I am calling this stream. I'm gonna see, is there anyone here? No, not really. So, yep. We are going to... Oh, what was this fun thing? We are going to wrap this up. Thank you everyone so much. Once again, thank you to Commander for raiding. I am going to try and hit the re-trigger because I want to see. Yeah, it doesn't, it for some reason is not triggering the alert, which is sad. But yeah, so, yeah, thank you, Commander, for raiding. Thank you, everyone who came in from Commander's raid. I do appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed the stream. Everyone who popped in. Oh, the streamers. The stream had such a hard time that it actually died for a little bit. Well, if you're watching the VOD, you'll never know. Actually, you might, because my voice might be going... I actually have no idea how it sounds when I lag out, but I'll know potentially now. Anyways, once again, thank you everyone who watched. I do appreciate it. No idea why I'm having issues with the internet, or is it just server overload, where the servers are so bad my own internet has become bad. Anyways, once again, thank you so much for watching. Go check out my stuff. And, yeah. I will probably see you all tomorrow. Till then, have a wonderful day. Bye-bye!